So this is pretty surprising. So one of CNN's main hosts, Brooke Baldwin, you probably know who Brooke Baldwin is. She hosted a show on there. She also would host the New Year's Eve stuff. And she is announcing her departure from CNN. She's one of the faces of CNN at this point. She's been at CNN, I believe, since 2008. And it comes kind of as a surprise that she's leaving. I guess she's going to be leaving in April, not right now. Um, what she's saying is, I'll just read you her quote. It says, "The next chapter of my life will be focused on what I love the most about my work, amplifying the lives of extraordinary Americans." She said as she opened her Monday afternoon broadcast. She added, "There's just more I need to do outside the walls of this place, a place I've been privileged to call home for 13 years. Yep, we're still in the pandemic. No, I don't have a job I'm jumping right into. Yes, I'm feeling very, very vulnerable." So she's basically working on a book, or she's putting out a book. I don't know if it's already done or if she's working on it. But what probably happened is she probably just got bored of what she was doing there. Probably got burnt out. Obviously, she's been there for a long time, so she's probably just like, I'm good. Trump is out. I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna work on something else. This happens to a lot of people where they get burnt out from what they're doing and they switch over to some different format or to something else because it kind of gets repetitive or it just really takes a toll on you. Now, Brooke Baldwin, I did not find to be any sort of unique type of host. She didn't really like challenge power, really, in the non-conventional way. Obviously, it was mainstream to challenge power during Trump, right? But when it came to questioning wars and things like that, didn't really find anything. Didn't really find her to be like really entertaining or charismatic or anything either. For me, like the only CNN host that I like is probably Chris Cuomo. Reason why I like Cuomo is because he does actually give progressives a chance to show up and interviews and exposure and just actually he does ask like some interesting questions and he does give some tough interviews and he is kind of entertaining. So he's probably the only one. Although Axelrod I don't think is like a host per se. David Axelrod, that is, on CNN. I do like Axelrod. I do think he gives interesting opinions, even if sometimes I don't agree with them. Which I would say a good amount of the times I do agree with them. I do find him to be interesting, but I did not find Brooke Baldwin to be anything unique or anything like that. And I guess Ana Cabrera is going to be taking over her slot or whatever. Um, and yeah, I mean that's kind of the situation. A surprise step down. I don't really know what's going to happen. Obviously, it's not going to be too huge of a shakeup or anything, but nonetheless, she is a main face of CNN. She also would do some kind of fake outrages every once in a while as well. But yeah, that's what's happening. Brooke Baldwin is out at CNN.